Alrighty. Okay, guys, this is a brand new webinar that we're doing today. We have Michael Schmidt, who has, come into our group, doing a phenomenal job with trading directional trades, and that's exactly what we will be doing. These are these are trades, very quick trades, almost scalping type of trades. But I'll let Michael talk about that in a few minutes here. All right. Okay. So let's get going here. So so what are we going to learn here today? Okay. What can you expect? I'm going to be showing you how to make consistent returns daily based on margin capital risk using SPX 0 DTE directional trades. These are not credit spreads. They're actual SPX calls and puts, which is what we're going to be sharing with. Okay. All right. So what will you learn? Number one, strategies for executing fast trades focused on immediate profits instead of long-term holds. That's number one. Number two, techniques for leveraging small price changes for quick profits, even as low as 3 points. Number three, an overview of the scalp trading method that, that Michael has employed here, enabling rapid entry and exit from positions. An in-depth guide to Michael Schmidt's 0 DTE fast profit approach. Identifying the optimal timing for trade entries and exits, mastering your execution, and 6, navigating the PDT rule using a cash account to eliminate PDT restrictions. And so if you have a small account, basically under $25,000, this is for you because you're able to trade these in a cash account. And there's no PDT restrictions, and that's one of the beauties of this trade. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Michael here for his bio, and then we'll get back and then into it here.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, my name is Michael. I guess as you can hear, I come from Germany. I'm born and raised there. I'm 41 years old, not for long anymore, but I still am. I'm a father of four children. Beautiful children, beautiful wife, everything you need. I have it all. And yeah, I've been full-time trading since about 7 years. I was already into the stock market when I turned 18. I bought my first stocks and was always really interested in stocks and in options and also in futures already. But I made it a profession around 7 years ago. Soon it's 8 years. I used to be in the corporate world. I have a background. I have a master's in business administrations. At some point I decided I want to go after my passion. I want to trade full time. What I'm trading mostly are those 0 DTE SPX options. So I'm absolutely focused on only one underlying, that's SPX. I know how SPX moves. I've watched charts, for years and years, and I moved away already a long time ago from smaller underlyings. I just love SPX. It's European style. It's cash settled. It's a big underlying, so you don't need many contracts. I'm an SPX fan. And I traded different though. I just talked to Al. I just explained him how I got into the 0 DTE arena. I started also with credit spreads, how most of the people do. And I also traded those credit spreads a little bit directional, so I would be quite close to the money, and depending on my directional opinion, I would place those credit spreads. But I moved away from credit spreads because I'm in love with the gamma of those 0 DTE SPX options. I just like how fast they move. You just need small market movements of 2 or 3 points, and you get already $100 out of one contract. So that's the beauty about it. I think Al is more in love with theta. I like more the gamma and the delta. And this is how I how I developed over years actually this very unique, I would say, strategy, which is very new to the retail area, which is more known a little bit in the professional area. But we're going to look into a couple of specific trades later on, so you know what I'm talking about.
All right, very good. Thanks, Michael. Excellent bio and background there. That's great. All right, so with that, stay with me until the end, or with us, with Michael and myself. We have a special bonus for you guys, and I think you'll like it. So here we go. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to share here is why you're here, okay? So number one, you're interested in learning new strategies that will take your trading performance to the next level so that you can finally leave that 9-to-5 career behind, as Michael, basically shared. You've seen, heard about, read about others making money trading, and you know you can do it too, but you're just not seeing your account grow fast enough to meet your goals. And number three, you've tried different trading strategies that you thought, okay, this is it, only to discover that it's just not getting you to the place where you're getting consistent results. Right, so with that, right, let me know where you are. Okay, number one, interested in learning new strategies. Number two, desire to see your account grow month after month. Or number three, find the right strategy that provides consistent results. Okay, so hey, we got a vote here. That's great. Okay, all right. So with that, let me know where you fit in. It could be 1, 2, or 3, or all of them. Just let me know here and we'll get there. All right, perfect. All of the above. That's great. All of the above so far. Perfect. Okay, we got some guys that are interested in learning new strategies, desire to make the account grow. Okay, so 3 and 4 looks like the best ones on there. Okay, so I think we're in the right place. All right, guys. So with that, I'm going to share with you a little bit of my family, 5 kids, and my parents there on an MBA program many, many years ago, but it was great. So with that, I wanted to share with you one of the most important things in trading, guys. Okay, and that is mindset, right? So you really, really need to understand how mindset works, and you want to be in a flow with the market, okay, and not against it. Not moving, not moving, trying to bash down doors, but you really want to be in a flow, okay? So imagine what it would feel like if most of your trades were winners month after month, and it would be confirmed by watching the size of your account grow at the same time. Secondly, becoming the trader that no longer takes large losses but consistently trades according to a proven trade plan that is profitable over time, allowing you to grow your account month after month, okay? So it's really, really important as a trader to have that kind of mindset so that you're always in a place where you're gonna be consistently getting profits, okay? And that's really the important thing, all right? So I always look at profitability factors, and in this type of trade, it's a directional trade, okay? It's just you're either going down or up, so it's a 50-50 thing, right? So you want to be able to understand, what kind of technicals you need to use, and I use a lot of support and resistance processes to see where this market is going to go. Okay, and sometimes you have to go against it and take a loss, and sometimes you're flowing with it and you continue to move and profit, in great amounts, and that's where you want to be. Okay, all right. So I'm going to talk about risk management guidelines and daily routines. Okay. And for risk management, you always want to have a trade plan, okay? A trade plan that works for you, okay? You want to determine where your max loss risk reward is before entering a trade. Trade no more than 20% of your margin at risk, okay? So that you're going to be able to trade the next day, okay? Don't allow more than 2% loss, and sometimes there's a lot of traders that use 1% loss based on your capital. And for highly trending markets, position your trades to follow that trend, okay? And that's really one of the hallmarks of this kind of trading, okay? All right, so with that, I'm going to turn this over to and also the size of your trade. So ensure that you know, if you're trading and you're freaking out because you have so much on the line, that's really something that grabs you, and you're not in that flow again. Basically, you're taking that away and allowing the emotions to take over instead of the trade. Okay, so you want to have your emotions in a place where you can make decisions, and a lot of times you don't want to go big. You know, you want to trade small first and then trade often, and that's where you get basically that's where you get your experience. Okay, very important. All right, so with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Michael. So go ahead.
Thanks, Al. So what I would do before I enter into the trading session, what do I do before the market opens? For me, you know, it's easy. For me, it starts only in the afternoon, so I have a lot of time to prepare because I'm here in Europe. So I would look at all kinds of support and resistance areas and important levels. You know, I would go back even sometimes a couple of weeks if we have been trading in this area already. I would scan through different time frames. I would scan through the daily chart, the 4-hour chart, the 1-hour chart, the 5-minute chart, and the 1-minute chart. Why 1 minute? Because this is for scalping strategy. Is also important to have the smaller time frames in mind. I trade SPX every single day, so I spend a lot of time in front of the charts. I kind of know those levels anyways, but nevertheless, it's kind of a routine for me to do this before I start trading.
Okay. All right. And you had mentioned 4-hour, 1 hour. Those are the places that you look at the most.
My most go-to, while we trade, my most go-to chart would be probably the 5-minute chart to see where we're at. If you're right now bouncing against some kind of a resistance zone, if you wanted to go up, or the other way around, obviously. So, but I also during the trading sessions, I would keep scanning through different time frames, just to have all levels, in sight. What is for me also important as a pre-market routine is I would look how the ES futures, those are kind of SPX futures, how they traded overnight. Because between the market close of the SPX and the open, there are quite a few hours, but they traded 23 hours. So you have an idea what has happened before the market opens, and you can already define their important support levels, important resistance levels. They often play a role during the trading session. So I definitely look at those two. And for us as traders, important are the volatility levels. You know, where's the VIX at? What changed? And this is important for me. I know as a credit spread seller, you prefer higher volatility because you get a higher premium. The strategy I'm trading actually works in low volatility environments because options are cheaper. So you need less buying power to get in, and you make a higher ROI. But it works also obviously in higher volatility environments because you just get nice swings up and down, and it's rather easy to benefit from that by just having a profit target of $100 per contract.
Excellent. Okay, very good. So let me look at something here. Okay. All right, great. Thanks, Michael. Let's see what we got here. So, okay, so let's talk about post-market routine. Michael, go ahead.
So what I would do after the trading session, when it's over, I would go through every single one of my trades. I do this for years. I look at my entry points, my exit points. I update my trade journal, and I write obviously there, what are my key points which I see about those trades. Where are things to improve? What was well done? What was not so well done? And this is how professional traders develop over years, just to keep track of what you're doing. I personally love to have a daily monetary target. When I have this daily monetary target achieved, I stop trading. No matter what kind of possibilities I see in the market, if I've reached it, I stop trading. It's kind of a mindset topic because as you know, there are options or the possibilities in the stock markets are almost endless. If you don't want to trade SPX, you can trade oil, you can trade all kind of other indexes, whatever you want, and you will always find an opportunity. So you never find peace. So I have a target. When I've reached it, I'm going to stop, and that's it for me. I'm satisfied, and we're going to get to it next day again. So if this target was achieved, I would still look, what can I achieve in the future? Obviously, I don't want to be stagnant. I want to also increase my monetary targets. So I also look there for optimization potentials. If I haven't reached it, what does not happen too often, then I would look into what was wrong, what was where are optimization potentials and things like this. And I constantly, every single day, I look if there are adjustments necessary or tweaks regarding my trading plan. Unfortunately, Al, your audio is gone. At least I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. So this is brand new to me. So okay, so go ahead and take it away with entry exit guidelines here, Michael.
Now we're going to get a little bit more into detail what we're actually doing, what this trading strategy is about. So I usually enter 3 minutes after the market open. I don't enter right at 16:30 my time here right now. I think this Chicago time is 9:30. I wait 3 minutes because options, there's still a lot of how do I call it? A lot of volatility price in those options. So there goes out a lot in the first 3 minutes, but you still have this market movement. So I prefer to go in 3 minutes after the market opens. Market still moves nicely up and down, but options are already a little bit cheaper. I usually buy either the first in the money option or the first out of the money option. Either if my directional opinion is we're going down, I buy a put, obviously, and if my directional opinion is we're going up, I buy a call. So this strategy is very straightforward. It's very simple. If I have the opinion, we're going to go up, I buy a call. There is no short position involved in this. We just have a naked option long. What I usually do later in the day is I go a little bit deeper in the money because there's a lot of time values. It's already out of the option, so they get cheaper, and you get for more or less the same price. You get an option which is deeper in the money, and then you have a higher delta. That means you need even a smaller move to achieve your required target. This is how I trade. And if you buy those deeper in the money options a bit earlier in the day, they are quite expensive, and obviously this has a negative effect on your return on investment. So when do we exit those options? Best case, obviously, we take profit. The profit target I usually go for is $110 per contract. So it's I always say I cut out a small slice, a thin slice out of the market, a thin slice out of the sausage, if you want to have a German example. I encourage our traders also to keep the eyes on the chart, and if they see higher winning potential, to go for even more than that. But this is my strategy. I usually trade most of the times 10 contracts, so this is per trade is $1,000. for me, which is over the years has just worked for me. So often we achieve this 110 very fast. We just need a movement in the market depending on your delta of like 2 or 3 points if it comes fast. So we sometimes have this target already within under a minute, within seconds. We're going to look at a couple of examples in a minute. Sometimes it takes longer. It obviously has a little bit to do with how right I am with my directional opinion. But often those are very fast trades. I don't always go for $110 per contract. Sometimes, depending on the market conditions, I would set a little bit higher target goal, but I always post this in the channel so everybody knows. And what happens if you don't achieve the target? I'm rather patient with my trades. I think the subscribers on our channel, they can confirm that I can be very patient with the trades because I have a very high winning rate. Let's say around 9 out of 10 options, they would actually achieve the target. So I leave them on very long, and I don't have a hard stop loss. I decide depending on the chart if my idea is still valid or not. If my idea is not valid anymore, I would actually then decide to exit. But I don't have a hard stop because often it's also difficult for options because they tend to be taken out, those stops, because the option market is not as liquid as, for example, the stock market. All right, here's an example of what we are doing. This is yesterday's trades. We did 3 trades. We started here 4 minutes after the open. I hope you can follow. It's not super easy to see, but we start with trade 1. It's the first arrow. 4 minutes after the open. It's a 1 minute chart, and we bought there the 5L turns on the laser pointer. Yeah, that's great. Trade 1. We bought the 5860 put for 930. As you know, in options, you multiply everything by 100. So we paid here $930 per contract, and we sold the put for our target, $110 for 1040, 3 minutes later or 2 minutes later. So this was exit 1. The next trade is trade 2. This is this rather long green bar there. Yes, we bought the 5855 call for 1110. Maybe you can go a little bit lower with your laser pointer to where it says trade 2L. Yeah, there it is. There we entered into this call 5855. You can see this was the first call in the money, and we sold this 2 minutes later for a profit, in this case, of 50 cents. Here I had a little bit of technical issue. I usually go for this 110, which we would have also had already in the same minute, actually, but I didn't. My broker had some kind of an issue going on, so I couldn't even put in the limit fast enough. So we got out for a smaller profit. And then the third trade, we bought the 5855 call again, same call for 1040. By now, you can see it's a little bit cheaper now because the market went a little bit down. And we sold it 1 to 3 minutes later for 1150, and that was the day we were done. After around, what was it, something like 15 minutes, we were done with those trades. This is a good day. This is the ideal day. It doesn't work always like this, but the target is that we want to be fast. And we have another slide with another example. Al, could you open the next slide?
Oh, sorry about that. Hey, just a quick question. Quick question, Michael. You're trading with how many contracts normally for you?
I usually do 10 contracts. if I have to, I become more aggressive size-wise. If, for example, if I lost the trade, I will become more aggressive. I will go up in size, because of this high winning rate of 90%. I know more or less I will, most of the times I will end the stake green. But I start in the normal cases 10 contracts.
Sounds good. Okay. Next slide here.
So this looks a little bit more confusing, a couple of more trades, because I wanted to show you also a day which takes a bit longer. So this is the 17th of October. This was last week. So we started at a couple of minutes after the open. We bought entry 1. We bought the 5870 put for 1140. We got a nice fast move. Even the same minute, we could already close this put for 13 for a gain of 160 per contract. Then we moved on. Second entry, we bought a 5855 call for 1230. Yeah, that's it. All right. And we exited this 1 to 3 minutes later. Again, this is a minute chart. We could here achieve the target of $110 per contract. So then we moved on entry 3. We bought a 5860 put for 1190. This one took a little bit longer until we achieved the target then of 13. This is exit 3, where we sold the 5860 put for 13. This one, yes. So we moved on. The fourth trade was then the 5860 call for 12. This one was going against us. You can see there was a quick move to the downside. So we sold this call, or I sold this call. People's entries and exits, they are not always exactly the same. But I sold the call for 790, and I got back into a put, entry 5860 put. I bought for 1580, and I sold it 3 minutes later for 1 minute later for 1690. Then the sixth trade, we bought another put, the 5860 put again for 1730. And this one took quite a while. What is it, like 45 minutes or something like this? And I actually closed it for more or less break even, for a small profit for 1740, because I had achieved my daily target that day. But I know that other traders stayed in the trade, and we had the gap close to the day before, which was around the 41 level. So this put was going to 1850. This is how trading days can look like in our channel. And I always say to everyone in the channel, trading is very personal. You have to find your own style. What I'm trying to offer is directional edge, and I believe I do that. And what you can do with those trades is you can personalize this according to your style. If you for example want to do only the first trade in the day, if it's a winner, and then you call it a day, you can do that, in case you have a job or something, and you keep trading only in case the first one wouldn't work. Or what you also can do is you let winners longer run. You go for a higher target. Others, they wanna cap the losers earlier, and they wanna, if they see direction confirmed later on, they're gonna re-enter those positions. There's possibilities what you can do with it. But here on this slide, you can see my style.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's go to performance here. Okay, so here's the first slide.
This is September, right? When we started the launch when we started the channel beginning of September. So September was, let's say, an average month for me. You can see mostly we are green. We had a day which obviously was not one I like very much. The 20th of September. But yeah, as I said, with this winning rate, we got back in the saddle, and we finished this month well off. And in October, which is on the next slide, This is how my trade results look with the trades I provide. And by now we do have one red day. Unfortunately, we had it was, I believe, the 16th of October. I had one red day, and but besides this, October is going better for me than September. And yeah, those are the results. The easiest day for everyone, the easiest days for everyone are always those with 100% win rate. There's nothing to adjust, nothing to do, nothing to cut early or whatever. Those are also my favorite days, but we're working on to have 100% days every day.
Yep, agreed. Okay, so with that, the question is, would you like to follow Michael's trades? Okay, these are short-term strategies, and they're outlined so they're consistently profitable traders. Okay, so and it works. It just works. Okay, so if you want to follow Michael's trade, learn what he's doing, it's an amazing opportunity to understand this kind of trading, and something that we've adopted here very shortly, and it's working really, really well. Of course, there's days that are that are mostly green, but there are some days that are going to be red, and that's how it works, guys. But overall, you can see the process and where it's going, and it's typically going up, and that's what we want to see. All right. Okay. So with that, you're interested in learning new strategies. We talked about that. Desire to see your account grow month after month and find that right strategy that provides consistent trading results. This is a place where you can get an edge. Okay. And then an edge and with someone that's been doing this for 7 years and doing it profitably. It's just a great way to get in here and make some money. Okay. All right. So is it time to break barriers? Of course. Okay. Are you going to keep doing what you're doing and hope that one day something is going to stick? Or are you going to finally take the steps that it's going to take you to a place where things just work? Okay. They work. So in addition to that, you have to have a no quit attitude, commitment, discipline, and having an edge. All right. And those are the things that make you profitable traders. All right. And hopefully you'll have that success that Michael has in trading these. And again, you're not going to win every single time. Okay, these trades, and we all know, right, that we have bad days and we have good days. But looking at what I've been seeing with Michael, it's just really, really doing well. And I can tell you, once Michael's new to to bringing in subscribers and sharing what he does. It takes a little time. Okay, it just takes a little time to have that responsibility of sharing his trades, and the good days are good days, but when things are not good, it's a tough day, especially for someone that's trying to lead someone to trade, and I've been through that as well too. Okay, but he's going to get there, and he's going to get there, and he's doing a great job, really, really well. Okay, so with that, we do have a trade alert service. Okay. And we have adopted Michael's trading right now as well, right? And so these are trades that they show up in the channel, and they're instantaneous, right? And it's just a great way to learn and understand what he does, all right? So whether you're getting when you're getting into and starting already successful, you can expand your strategies in what Michael's doing, and he makes a ton of money. I mean, I have never seen, this kind of trading before, in the ability that he has. So we're really, really happy that he's with us, and hopefully we'll be with him for a long, long time. All right. So with that, our channels, we do use Telegram. Okay. and this, these notes here, and how we bring in the content. It takes a little time to understand that, right? But you can, and every trade you can leave a content, you can leave a comment, and you get answers to your questions. All right. So Telegram works great. It's very, very quick, very very secure, and it's a great way to trade and have a great edge. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few of the just a few of the of the notes that we've gotten from our subscribers. Okay, I'm going to share some of these here. You can see here, and you can read them, afterwards as well. But these guys are just making money, and it's just a great place to be. Okay, there are times again where things don't work out well, but and that's how it is. But overall, I'm seeing a lot of money being made in these trades. Okay, this is let's see here. Yeah, this is one of the great let me see trades here. Yeah, brilliant analysis. Keith has been with us for just about a month, and he's grown his account by 40%. So great trading, and it's just a great way to make money here, guys. All right. So with that, I still have my guarantee. If you guys subscribe for 1 month and lose money by following my trades or Michael's trades, I will refund your subscription by $1.25. Okay, so more than you paid. So it's a guarantee that I've had for 5 years and never had to make good on it. Okay. All right. So here are our subscription models. We just adopted the Pro Trader, and you can see it is the highest price, but it's the most that I've seen in these channels for a long time. Okay, so it's well worth the money that Michael shares for these trades. So so there is a free group, and Michael does share one of his trades per day. I think you're doing that per day, right, Michael?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And so you can look at what he's doing, but he goes off and does 4 or 5 more trades after that. So you have a swing trader, which is a monthly plan, which is monthly SPX credit spreads. We have the day trader, which is 0 DTE. These are credit spreads as well. And then we have the full-time trader, Ike. Has been with us for about 4 years, and he opens a live group every single day, and he does our briefings for us as well. So that's the 129 plan, and then we have the Pro Trader, which Michael does and shares, and so you get everything. If you go into the Pro Trader plan, you get everything, including everything that we have, full-time trader, day trader, and swing trader. Okay, so we're going to put up the publish. Let's see here. So I want to make sure that I know how to do this. Okay, it's published. So let me go back and go into the offer. Active. Let's see. Oh, we have no active offers. Oh no. Wait, here it is. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here is the alerts, accepting new members, now accepting new members. Okay. All right, so I think you should be able to see that. I wasn't sure whether we're doing I thought we were doing the wait list still for this. but it did say active new members. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So in any case, let's see here. So I think we're still in the okay. So anyway, okay. So you wanna learn you wanna learn step-by-step process to gain an income market that goes up and down. You want to finally break those series of losses and account drains. You're at the right place. All right, this is it. So with that, you do get $20 off, and that's, that offer is already priced in. The normal price on the $199 is actually $229 or $219, and so you do get $20 off for life by joining the wait list. So make sure you join the wait list, because we're going to be opening the wait list in about 8 days, or a couple weeks. We'll be opening the trade up. Professional traders chat group and subscriber chat groups that we have as well. So there's a lot of content and a lot of different types of trades that we do. We have a trading education channel filled with great content, automated signals most of the time, and trade entry, fill price, management, and target. Okay, and my guarantee that you'll make money. It's just a winning conversation, a winning place to be, guys. All right. So with that, I wanted to see if we get questions here. Let me go back. All right. Wow, we got a lot. Okay, so let's get through this here.
I see one for me. Vito was asking, "Hi Michael, you trade just SPX or ES futures too?" In this channel, I trade only SPX options. I do trade also ES futures, but in my morning, what would be night for you? So this is not part of this channel.
Okay. All right. I'm still going. Okay, I think we got it here. We had some echo. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see where we can get spreads get crazy. All alerts are in Telegram. Small sip of beer, basically scalping market open. Okay. Okay, here's a question. A 110 for exit means you re-enter with a dollar debit.
Now, what that means is, let's say you enter the option, for 10. Let's say you buy a in the money call for 10, and the target would be to exit for 11.10. Why those 10 cents? Because I want the market to pay my fees. I actually want to go for those $100 per contract, which has just worked for me great in the past. This is what that means.
Okay. No contracts are usually $12. At $12, I'm not sure what that question is. Maybe you can rephrase it. Shalinia. I'm not sure. Okay. So no, it means the profit on the contract. Okay. You entered in at $1 and you sell at 2.1. Is that correct?
That is correct. Although, SPX is a big contract, you rarely will get a contract for $1, maybe the last seconds of the day. But usually in the beginning of the day, you pay more than that.
Okay. So one more buy price. Okay. SPS is expensive. It is. That's correct. It also makes you a lot of money. How do you know the market is turning when entered at 58.55? I guess it's one of the slides that you showed there.
Then we would have to pull up this slide to look into it.
Yeah, let me take a quick look here. Let me go back 1 second. So if you can see that. Where was that? Let's see. It's after that. Before that.
Maybe, I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly. Is it is it Enchan? Maybe you can ask this a little bit more in detail. Which trading day you mean? And are we talking about a put? Are we talking about a call?
Yeah, 58.55 is the one. That's the first one. It's actually the exit 2 on your first slide there.
Okay, I guess what you're asking is, first we were in a put in the 5860 put. This is trade 1, and why would I then decide to go into this call in trade 2? This area was, you could see the minute chart, the minute bars, the first 5 minute bars. They always bounced off, this level at around 5858. So it made sense there to go into a call, and then it did. The moment we entered, it did a nice bounce to the upside, and unfortunately, I was a little bit late with selling, so I could get out only for a profit, in this case of 50 cents. But this was the reason why I changed direction here.
Okay. All right. So with 10 contracts per trade, Michael is the first trade, then 9,300 at risk. Is that a correct statement?
Correct. Yes, this is what you pay debit for 10 contracts. Per contract is $930 in this case, times 10.
Okay. Sorry about the muting, guys. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. Okay, so Mark asks, can I know when this is the trigger to buy, call, or put? Or is that something we need to pay to learn from you?
What I do is I post my trades. I won't be able to explain you in detail, why we entered this position in that moment. What I give later on in the trade, if it's necessary, I will post charts in the channel. I will explain if I will hold or if I will exit the position. But if you're in the usual scalp trades, I will just post the alert. What I will do, because I read you guys, you're a little bit doubting if you would be fast enough to enter those positions. Yes, you would be. This is what the subscribers of our channel do. What I do is before I even enter, I do a super fast message. I post in the channel, for example, I only say P60. It means get in the 60 put. The moment after I entered the 60 put, I would post a screenshot of my entry price, and I would immediately also post the target, which is usually always the same. It's like 110, so everybody kind of knows where the target is. And this is how people make it in time. It happens from time to time that some people miss also trades because maybe they were not fast enough, but most of the traders by now they are in time in the positions.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Time difference. Yeah, you're 7 hours over New York time. All right. So that put 5860 put was the drawdown. It may be drawdown 50% before it went into profit. I think that's Kevy. And it's 5860. I'm not sure which slide that was. Yeah, I think it was the first trade, 5860 put that you put on. Yeah, Michael.
The 5860 put, it did not lose 50%. This went right away into our direction. This one went green right away. But I have to say, this can happen. With those trades, you can 50%. They can lose before they come back green. This is the gamma I love so much. A lot of action in trading. It's definitely possible to happen.
Okay. One question is, why not trade ES futures instead of SPX?
Because the advantage of options is not as linear as ES futures. I said it earlier. I do trade ES futures. I do trade it usually in my mornings. But what you don't have with the ES futures, what you have with options is this. The moment an option goes into the money and the delta increases, you quickly then get like a delta of 70 for the particular option. So per point, out of a sudden you make like $70 on that option. For ES futures, you also make like $50 per point. That's true. But what I like is the potential, the upside potential of options. I absolutely prefer options. You have another advantage with options. If it goes against you, at some point it goes lower against you because the delta gets smaller. If it goes against you, that means per point you will lose less than you lose with ES futures, if that makes sense for you. It means you can often hold options longer than you can hold ES futures.
Okay. Here's another question. How can you follow these super fast trades?
Yeah, this is what I just explained. You have to be present. You have to sit in front of the computer, in front of your phone. You will receive those posts. As I said, my first post is a super fast P60. It means buy the 60 put, or let's say a C50. You buy now the 50 call. And then some people, they go in right away. Some people, they wait for my entry price, the price I entered for. It's different. It's also,
okay.
Things have to be personalized. But this is how you do this. And for some, it makes sense to exercise a little bit in the broker platform. But it's, people manage it every day, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So here's Sebastian. He says, I still don't get it. Get the strategy. Setup, trigger, entry, stop loss. So I know that you trade this a little non-conventional, but maybe you can share a little bit of what you do in those places.
So I do. What I do, I see based, for example, on technicals. I only care in that moment about the next short-term movement. Where does the SPX go within the next 5 minutes? I need, as I said, 2 or 3 points, and I would decide it based on technicals. And then I enter the first, as I said, the first in the money put or the first in the money call. Sometimes the first out of the money put or the first out of the money call. And I exit always, very clear exit. I always clear, most of the cases I would exit for 110 unless the market environment tells me we go for a higher profit target. This is it. And I do not have, as I said, a hard stop loss because it's difficult in options. Those tend to be taken out. What I will decide based on the chart. Hey, is my idea still valid, or will I exit this position here right now because the technicals that tell me something else? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I did a 20 delta credit spread. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, how can you get a trade signal in a 1 minute chart?
Give me a second, Al. I was just in the trade live, and we just reached target. So I just want to quickly post it. So you have to pick a question for yourself, Al. For a second, I just need to let our subscribers know that.
All right, take your time. Take your time. Yeah, I saw the the market move up quite a bit.
We were in a call. We were in the 5.835 call, and we got our up move. So we just exited this call, and I'm just gonna quickly let our subscribers know. It just takes me 30 seconds.
Okay, no problem.
For the exit, when I post exits, I can take more time because people they already hit the target. Everybody's out already because they put the limit order into their broker. What needs to go a little bit faster is the entry. That's why I can talk and post in the same time.
Perfect. Okay, let's see what I can bring another question to. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. This is from Denny. These trades look look like they are pretty fast, and that's why we call it pretty fast profit. Will alerts be effective for these? If you,
Yes,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
that's what we're doing. It's our business.
yeah,
I send out alerts. They are effective. People enter the same trades. They get. I have to be honest with you. They often get better entries than me because if they're just a few seconds after me, often you get just a tiny move in the opposite direction. So I make often 110 per contract, and people often make. I see them posting 150, 200, sometimes more than that. So yeah, people often get better entries than me.
yeah. With credit spreads, it happens to me all the time. I always got the worst fills.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Pretty amazing guarantee. Yes, it is. I like the guarantee. Good. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I think we're good here. Wow, there are so many questions. They're good ones. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. How much percent wise is one trade on your account normally? Probably it goes all over the place, but maybe a general amount.
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
Yeah. Yeah, it's how much percentage wise would one trade be?
Of my total account size, I won't be sharing that because I don't wanna share my account size. You know what you can expect. Let's say you invest, you buy the option in the beginning of
just a percentage, percentage amount. That's all.
yeah,
Percentage amount for one trade.
Yeah. So what you can expect as an ROI of the option you entered is if you entered for 12 and you get 100 out of it. So what is that, like 9%, something like this? So I say to people, if you have a job, you can also take the first trade if it's a winner. If not, then you keep trading, and if it's a winner, you leave it there. It's a nice 9, sometimes 10% return on investment, and you just leave it there. And many people do that. They have their day jobs and they trade with us. One of our traders, he was on a cruise in the Pacific Ocean. He always got up in the middle of the night, like 3:30, and just took the first couple of trades, and that was it for him. And he enjoyed his time. So it doesn't always work like that we are fast to reach our targets. But in general, this is what we are aiming for, to be fast.
Okay, good. All right, guys. I think we're close to the end here. Just want to thank you, Michael, for being here and sharing what you shared. Hopefully, you guys will take note and give it a try. I mean, just give it a try. It's worth the money, and it could change your trading forever. But it may not be perfect for everyone. But it's just a great way to learn and experience what we're experiencing today. So hopefully this was of value to you. Hope to see you with us in the Trade Alert service, and we'll get this webinar loaded up, and you'll be able to share that. We'll share it with you guys in YouTube. So that you can see it again and again. All right. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much. Also from my side, thanks so much for your time.
Yep. Thanks, Michael. Okay. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.